We're talking to former hairdresser to New Jersey's finest, Dan Keith. Really were a hairdresser.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, that was hot stuff.
So when you met your wife, Leah?
Yeah.
What's the first thing you did together? What's the first thing you auditioned for when you get into the theater or whatever?
Well, Rhea and I we've been together for 15 years, and we worked, off Broadway.
Right.
Off Broadway. The first thing we ever did professionally was a play called Vinyl Visits an FM Station. It was kind of like a very avant-garde play. I played Scum, and Rhea played Cutter, and it was an S&M station something. I don't know. It was very Mary Warnoff was in it. It was a very, very interesting play. It was at the Theater for the Lost Continent. It was on the west. You know where the West Side Highway is?
Sure.
West Street.
That's just off Broadway.
Just way down, just above Broadway. Yeah, right. It was right down. It was the bowels of Manhattan. It was adjacent to the theater was adjacent to a flop house. It was 50 cents a bed, and a lot of guys. The balcony. If you walked through the lobby of the theater of the flop house, a door opened up into the balcony of the theater. That was it. So during rehearsals, the guys would come out, drink some wine, watch us rehearse, comment.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
We're talking show business here.
This is show business. Previews during the previews, the guy was a terrible. The guy walked through the thing. Show was like we had half a house. He didn't like the show. He relieved himself off the balcony. I swear to God, it was a terrible.
That's a bad critic.
It was a better review for the show, though. I think.
Yeah. Somebody said you used to do what they call street theater. Is that what the kids you're doing in San Francisco?
Well, we didn't call it street theater at the time, and we didn't. It was just horsing around. It was like guys just, doing anything. My father had a pool hall on Asbury Avenue, and next to the pool hall was a Carvel, soft ice cream thing. And it was this summer, and we were all in there. We wanted to get a rise out of the people, so we had a starter pistol. It was a terrible thing. But we had a fight in the pool hall, mock fight. 4 or 5 guys yelling, throwing bottles, and we came out into the street. Russell shot Louis. He fell into the street. Sal came around the corner, his father's black Buick. We threw him in the trunk. We drove off. The people at the Carvel are like, just hanging, dripping ice cream over their shoes.
Great training ground, yeah.
It was a terrible prank.
You still keep in touch with some of these guys?
Oh, yeah, the guys from Jersey, all my friends, sometimes they show up at the, they come to Ruthless People, we have a premiere. Yeah. They come to the thing, Jewel of the Nile, they came to see it. And theater is a tough place that the guys come because they holler at you if say, hey Dan, how's it going?
Hey, remember Carvel's? Hey. That's funny. Now, in Ruthless People, we're going to show, we have a film clip, and it probably needs a little explanation of what we're going to see.
Well, the story is basically a man named Sam Stone who has been married to Bette Midler. I've been married to Bette Midler 15 years. I can't stand, it's just horrible. I'm sick. And now I'm going to kill her, and this sets it up. See the clip.
I think I'm going to like this.
What's that money? His money, her money, it's my money. I had to live with that squealing, corpulent little toad all these years. God, I hate that woman. I hate the way she licks stamps. I hate her furniture. And I hate that little sound she makes when she sleeps. Wow.
Aren't you scared?
Scared? Hell no. I'm looking forward to it. My only regret, Carol, is that the plan isn't more violent.
Don't you consider throwing a body off a cliff in the dead of night violent?
No, she'll be unconscious, knocked out from the chloroform. I'm talking about hands-on involvement.
Hands-on?
I'm going now. Can't wait.
Good luck.
There's a disturbed husband. Who's the gal in the scene?
The woman in the clip there plays my mistress, Anita Morris, and she is hot.
Yeah, she's been on the show a number of times.
Yeah.
That's a disturbed husband in that picture.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You've been married to how long?
We've been married 4 years. We've been living. We lived together for 11 before we got married, and you know.
That's a long.
That was like Guys and Dolls.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like. But it was good. And then we have 2 children now, Lucy and Gracie. Hi, Lucy. Hi, Gracie.
Yeah. There's always that cliche about people who are in the business. It's difficult because of the scheduling and so forth.
Yeah.
You work together.
We try to work it out, you know, as best we can. Like, you know, in terms of the schedules, and whenever I'm on location, if Rhea's not doing Cheers, then, you know, she brings the kids and
that's
we hang out.
When you did Jewel and I, you went to spend some time in Morocco.
Oh, yeah.
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 And you sat around there. Somebody told me, what's the joke? You told somebody?
Well, it's like, you see.
Not a lot of comics work Morocco.
No, I work. Well, actually, I came from Wise Guys, and I was 2 months every morning in the makeup trailer. Lou Albano would tell this joke. The guy goes in the psychiatrist's office. He says to the doctor, "Doc, all night I'm dreaming about wigwams and teepees." Right? The doctor says to him, "I know your problem. You're too tense." Okay, so for 2 months.
Okay.
2 months.
I deserved it. I understand.
I'm hearing this joke. So now I'm like, you know, it's in my head. I can't. Every place I go, I'm telling this joke. 2 weeks after we finished Wise Guys, the whole family were on a plane to Morocco. First, I see Michael Douglas and Kathleen Turner for lunch, and they greet us at the hotel. First thing I do, I'm a basket case. 8 hours on a plane with 2 babies. Hey, Mike, did you hear the joke about the guy who goes in the psychiatrist's office? I'm telling everybody this joke, and everybody's going, "Whoa, you know, this guy's going to be in the movie, you know, and this, that, and that." So we get to Ouarzazate, which is in the Sahara Desert. The governor of Ouarzazate and 9 people, his entourage, come in to sit with us for tea one evening. You know, they wear the long robes and, you know, just their legs out and little tiny shoes, no socks, right? Fezzes on their heads and towels and things. And they don't speak English. They speak Arabic and French. I speak Jersey. I don't speak Arabic, French, whatever. Now, Michael and Kathleen, you know, they get along with French a little. Michael Douglas, he's talking French. The guys, I'm sitting there like, So they had a translator. So in the middle of there was a little lull in the conversation.
Don't tell me.
I said to the translator, "Ask the governor if he heard this joke." Right? I tell him the joke. The guy's going, I'm going, guy walks in the psychiatrist. Gets in, wigwams and teepees. 2 tents. Long thing, long punchline. I said, guy goes, his feet go up in the air. I see up his dress. It was like, it was outrageous, man. The guy goes nuts. Telling you.
You either had a great translator or their star for humor over there.
Absolutely.
2 tenths, huh?
I think you're right.
Got the governor. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Doc is going to cook.